research about that.
What's up, Zach?
Oh, interestingly enough, before so it's murder-suicide, right? He shot his wife, unalived himself.
That's if you believe. That's if you believe the lies in the news. I'm going to show you what really happened.
Zach,
yes, I'll let you go, Jack. Hold on. Just let me say this. Guess what she had just filed against him in their divorce case?
What's that?
Failure to pay their children's private school tuition fees.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go. Someone
Maybe they should have had kids.
Maybe they shouldn't have. She shouldn't have insisted that they go to private school.
CT, can we get a little screen share here?
Sure. Go ahead, buddy.
So remind me. Last Friday we had the 59. Last Friday we had the 59 date numerology, and we had the death of Africa Bambaataa, as well as the social media influencer whose name equals 59 in Gematria, right?
Sure, Zach. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, since we just talked about this just 2 days ago, can we just acknowledge that was the theme, 59 and Black Death, which I told you I wrote a book about 10 years ago?
You say it all the time when you come over here, Zach. Go ahead.
Okay, so guess what day of Justin Fairfax's age it is that he's dead on? And here, I'm going to skip down past this. Justin Fairfax has the same birthday as MJ, which is the day Jesse Jackson died this year, February.
Who was MJ? Michael Jackson?
Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan. Remember, Jesse Jackson just died on Michael Jordan.
No, just let him go. Hang tight. Let him go. Go ahead, Zach. Go ahead.
So you can see it's the 59th day of Justin Fairfax's age that he is dead, and they're saying he killed his wife and then himself. And for the record, you guys, if you watch on my channel, I played my video from 7 years ago. Justin Fairfax was accused of RAPE 7 years ago, the day Virginia was playing Duke. And I said, well, look at this, you guys. It's 59 days before the March Madness Championship. We were all over Virginia to win the championship that year. Justin Fairfax was the lieutenant governor in Virginia at the time. He went to Duke. He's a Duke alumni. Now, if we can share the screen, I'd just like to go over all the little details here. He is dead, right? Well, first of all, he's dead at 47 in the time of number 47, just outside the nation's capital. And he's also dead 59 days before Trump's birthday, who's a known racist. To just see what he did to the Central Park Five, he wanted to execute him. And you can see that the self-deletion word, like government, equates to 47. There's a long history with that number in our government. But here's the point I want to make. We used this man to accurately call the March Madness tournament the year Virginia won. And just for the record, their coach was Tony Bennett that year. He stayed on 89 losses through the whole tournament, like Virginia Cavaliers is 89. But look at this, you guys. This was the 87th tournament this year. Connecticut lost in the 87th tournament 87 days after the state's birthday. But look at his full name, Justin Edward Fairfax. His full name, 87. He went to Duke. He dies 19 days after Duke gives up the 19-point lead. And I think I showed you what they did in that game with the Mr. Indiana who hit the game winner. And they announced the Blue Bloods actor dead at the same moment he hit the shot. If you missed that work, you got to check it out. But anyway, look at that. 19 days from giving up the 19-point lead, his alma mater. And then this, right after the 87th tournament. Remember last year's tournament, the championship was on 4-7, and we called that one Todd Golden to win it for Florida, Trump's state that he loves to spend his time in, on 4-7. This stuff goes on every single year. And again, CT, I mean, it's 2 days since we just talked about the murder of two black celebrities, or well, one is a celebrity, Africa Bambaataa, and the other one's supposedly a social media influencer. But these deaths, and by the way, they blame the social media influencer on a self-deletion as well. But again, here we are, just again, and like I said, this stuff happens all the time. In your mind, CT, is it just another coincidence? Is this just another coincidence?
Yes.
Why?
You want me to describe to you what happened with this situation, sir?
You don't find it suspicious that the story would be that he killed his wife and himself, and it's just lining up by this same old code, according to the police? Remember
the code of what? What code of what? What are you talking about?
The same old number code that comes from this Kabbalah thing. And everyone should look up the lyrics to Murder by Numbers by the Police from 1983. The word murder equals 83. It's a song about how...
Oh, God.
Why is it so funny? It's a song about how killing is as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3, and it is the sport of the elected, and it says all of the greatest known names in history played this game.
Okay.
You know,
Bvaz, you're shaking your head. Why are you shaking your head, sir?
Because the self-proclaimed PhD of numerology, Zach, is back, and it's not fun. It just
I forgot to mention something. Today is the 19th anniversary of the Virginia Tech.
What numbers that don't qualify?
It's
though?
the 19th. It's the 19th anniversary today of the Virginia Tech shooting, where 33 were killed. Another infamous number that shows up in these rituals. Just happens to be the 19th anniversary of another tragedy in the same state.
7 people on the panel, 7 days in the week. Getting anything from
Oh
that?
my gosh.
Putting the pieces together?
Yeah, Zach. What's going on with that? Did you predict this one? Did you write this in your book 10 years ago that this moment would happen?
Again, I don't know how you find those things comparable. We literally used Justin Fairfax to forecast the accurate championship of March
What
Madness.
number that's not a conspiracy though, Zach?
Hold on, let's hear Zach out. I actually want to hear him. Go ahead, Zach.
Again, I just talked about this actually just days ago when March Madness ended. I just brought back up the Justin Fairfax story and what a ice cold racist ritual that was that year, accusing of him RAPE and then syncing up, his state with the championship. This is the stuff they do year after year. And now he's dead right after the 87th March Madness tournament. And like I said, he went to Duke. He's dead 19 days from giving up the 19-point lead on the 19th anniversary of the Virginia Tech shooting. I mean, please.
What are you talking about, Zach? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What?
What part of that didn't make sense to you?
All of it. I mean, to be honest with you, all of it.
Do you understand that there's a university called Duke University? Let's go through it step by step.
Yeah, I know about Duke
okay.
University. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know that they just gave up a 19-point lead to UConn in the Elite Eight?
I haven't been following them.
By the way, when they were up 19, the score was 44-25, and they announced the death of their alumni right when that was the score, and then they fell apart from that point on. But they were up 19, and today's 19 days from giving up the 19-point lead. Do you understand that?
And what does this have to do with the Virginia ex-Lieutenant Virginia governor?
Can you share the screen again?
Sure, buddy.
This was the 87th March Madness tournament. His full name equates to 87.
Zach has a humiliation kink. Yeah, I agree. Whoever said that in chat. Yeah.
What? I'm confused. Zach, are you saying that the lieutenant governor? This was some sort of.
I'm saying he's another sacrifice for another championship major sports ritual. As I've educated about a million times, this is what they do with all these sports championships year after year, day after day.
Mr. Milley, do you understand what Zach is saying? Go ahead, buddy.
I mean, he's trying to correlate things together that most people think are not together, but he's trying to put them in coinciding with other things that are together and not together, I guess. It's the best way I can explain it. But the best thing to do is to let him explain uninterruptedly. And if it makes sense, it does. And if it don't, it don't.
Coincidences.
You probably do this all the time, though. Really.
Okay, here again, right here, simple thing. Same thing we talked about in 2019 when he was shamed. He was ritually shamed in the news 59 days before the championship.
Who was
Justin
shamed?
Fairfax.
Oh, the lieutenant governor. Okay,
he was accused of You have just dog shit listening skills. He was accused of RAPE the day that Duke played Virginia 59 days before the championship game.
A bunch of bullshit. You do know that. It's not about I have dog shit listening skills. It's really your. I mean, bro, like honestly, I only entertain you, Zach, because this is like a Saturday Night Live skit to me, bro. This is like Weekend Update. Zach, this is bullshit, bro. I mean, you're asking me to listen to a group of 10-year-olds talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Check that super chat, bro.
It ain't happening, bro. I'm not listening.
Ain't nothing wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
But here,
nothing wrong.
Put it up on the screen again. What
real
are you
quick,
about
Lawrence with the $5 super chat. Bvaz. How would you feel if you had to spend a whole day with Zach trapped in a locked room? Go ahead, Bvaz.
We'll be fighting. I will fight Zach if I have
It's
to
not
be
even fighting. It's not fighting. I'll rip my ears off.
Yeah.
And I'll find a way to become deaf.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zach.
Can we share the screen? I see that we're a little bit slow here, so we're having trouble getting it. the man's name equals 59, something we've been talking about now for 7 straight years with this guy. Dead on the 59th day of his age, this number that's coded all over Black History. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Motown out in 59, a million other things. But you see it, slave, Negro, Rasta Blues, Obama's Secret Service name, Renegade 59, really a million other things. But he's dead at 47, 59 days before Trump's birthday. And of course, he's dead right outside of Washington, D.C. Trump, known for being a racist, a dead black man, blamed this horrific story that he kills himself and his wife, which is probably a load of shit. Another murder sacrifice ritual for Trump, just like how he sacrificed his ex-wife exactly 60 weeks into the first Jesuitic nation year, the day he said he'd run in the 60th U.S. presidential election.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, bro? This is insane.
Recorded history, the things that are going on in this world. So again, 2 days ago, we just talked about this, the murder of black people in 59, and literally an example 2 days later, and it's still insane. So how many more times would you have to witness this happen before it finally set in that?
Zach, you do know people die, right? You do know people die, right? You know, human beings die.
Can we read the lyrics to Murder by Numbers real quick? Can we do that?
Wait, hold on a sec. I don't think there's ever been a human being
yes, that was
I don't think there's ever been a
choice.
human being that's defied the laws of life. Zach, can you make this argument if any black person dies? I mean, what the hell are you talking about, Zach? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I'm like, honestly, bro, you're like a cartoon character. But Zach, this is getting strange, man. You know people die, right?
Okay, let's go over the lyrics to this song, because I want people to understand this song wasn't written by just any band. It was written by somebody whose father is in the CIA, and everyone can look up. The CIA has a statue called Kryptos, which is a tribute to this practice of coding numbers into words. You can look it up. It's been outside their doors for decades. Kryptos. About cryptography, which this is a form of. Can we just read the lyrics to Murder by Numbers?
No.
Sure. Well, no, sure. Go ahead.
Why would you not want to hear? Why would you not? This explains what's going on in the world, because this stuff's happening all the time. Again, this song is called "Murder by Numbers" by the Police. The story comes from the police today that he did this
all the time. Wait a minute, I'm confused. You mean people die all the time? What do you?
Can we at least review the lyrics to a good police song?
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
What the one about where every step you take, every breath you take, they'll be watching you?
Hey Zach, why don't you? Hey Zach, do me a favor. Why don't you sing the lyrics to this song?
You don't want me to sing it, hey, Grace?
Oh, can you see?
Grace, would you like to sing the lyrics to this song?
Me? I don't know this one.
Oh, I got the lyrics on the screen.
Roxanne.
But here, let's seriously read the lyrics and think about it. Once that you've decided on a killing, first you make a stone of your heart, and if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can turn a murder into art. There really isn't any need for bloodshed. You could just do it with a little more finesse. If you can slip a tablet into someone's coffee, then it avoids an awful lot of mess. Because it's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABC. And then the chorus repeats. Now, if you have a taste for this experience and you're flushed with your very first success, then you must try a twosome or a threesome, and you'll find your conscience bothers you much less. Because murder is like anything you take to. It's a habit-forming need for more and more. You can bump off every member of your family and anybody else you find a bore. And then you get your chorus about the ABC 1, 2, 3. Now you can join the ranks of the illustrious in history's great dark hall of fame. All of our greatest killers were industrious, at least the ones we all know by name. But you can reach the top of your profession if you become the leader of the land, for murder is the sport of the elected, and you don't need to lift a finger of your hand, because it's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. By the way, there's a new show on Hulu that came out right after Trump took presidency again called Paradise, which is about, people killing at the top and a lot of interesting things. But of course, they have to give you the shot in that show of the president with his high school jersey up behind him, number 47. And if you look up that actor, his birthday is actually the same day as the CIA, which was established in 47. I don't know
Every
why
little thing she does is magic. Everything she does just turn me
Zach,
on. Even though my life before
Zach,
was tragic, now I know
Zach.
my love for her goes on.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
just how they put this same stuff all over the world of fiction, the world of news, the same number rituals. Just like everything Trump's doing since he came back into office is 47. Again, Trump equals 47, tariffs 47. The Iran thing 47 years after the Iranian Revolution. He wants Greenland 47 years after it was established, and on and on and on. Ritualism, numbers that come from Kabbalah.
Zach, are you on medication, bro?
So recognizing the pattern of 47 years later is a medication problem. Again, just for the record, Vatican equals 47. The Iranian Revolution did begin on the Vatican's birthday, 211. I don't know why that's so hard for you to understand.
Bevaz, you can just unmute.
I don't like
Go ahead,
interrupting.
Bevaz.
I'm not an
Oh,
interrupter.
please interrupt him.
So, Zach, question for you. When you go to the store and they tell you the total for your order, do you sit there for 45 minutes and explain how that total equals all these things and you walk out with the food without having to pay for it? I got to learn that technique.
What would be the point of doing that? I'm talking about how corrupt
I
our
would just
government
hand
is.
you stuff to shut up and you just keep talking.
Well, listen to how dumb your response is. I mean, it's just an idiotic response. I'm showing you how a man and a wife are dead today. A man and a woman are dead.
Specific question.
A man and a woman are dead.
You're trying to throw other things in there.
Hey, Bevaz, have you ever written a book in your life? Have you ever written a book in your life? Bevaz, have you written a book?
Your time at the store, you get a total. You sit there and do what you did to us for 40 minutes and talk about things that don't matter. So you can walk away for free with the meal.
People being murdered doesn't matter? Us being lied to by the media doesn't matter?
And what that matters, what you're doing doesn't. It's a totally different thing.
But Zach, if you were the only one who's got all the secrets, wouldn't they come after you first?
Well, I mean, you could argue that
if you're exposing all
you can
their
argue,
secrets,
Ben, that I have been
why are
horribly
you
harassed.
sitting there
Ben, here, you want me to
and
answer your
ain't nobody
question?
knocking
You want me
on
to
your
answer your
door,
question, Ben?
white,
Ben,
black, or Chinese?
Ben, let me know if
You're
you've
not
ever had
getting any threats. Nobody cares.
Ben, to answer your question, to answer your question, Ben, in a sense, they have come after me. I've had a lot of very strange things happen in my life. You've ever had a car crash through two walls of your house on Christmas Eve? I don't know why you think that's funny. Have you ever had that happen to you, Grace?
Zach, when I was
happened?
a
You
child,
crashed a car into two walls?
Zach, when I was a child, that happened to my grandmother's house.
On Christmas Eve?
Not on Christmas Eve, but
for me on Christmas Eve, it did happen, and that was. Listen, really weird thing about where I.
What happened?
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening?
Well, there's a prominent YouTuber who put out a threat for me, and he said I was going to be killed on that Christmas Eve. Obviously, it wasn't. This is back in 2016. But what did happen is a car crashed through two walls of my house on Christmas Eve 2016.
Silent night.
I can show you the police report. The police waited to put out the report until the 33rd minute of the hour a few days later, which was synced up with the local Masonic lodge in that town. I was living in Bothell, Washington at the time.
Oh, snap. Do you see somebody walking by his window? I just saw somebody walk by your window. There's Zach. Check it out.
I think Zach is on the second floor of the home.
No, I wasn't home. I was in Portland. I was visiting my family. But no, it was a massive disaster. And again, here's the thing.
Hang tight, Zach, before you can tell you. Hey, Thorpes, you guys should seriously consider getting some sort of brand ambassadorship with some sort of tobacco company. I don't even smoke. But every time I see you two smoking, I don't know what it is. I just want to have a cigarette. And it's you two for some reason. It's like the way you hold it, or you make it look so cool, dude. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, be back.
American Spirits Extra Light filters. Yeah. I don't think they're really even unhealthy at that point. That's
tricky
quality shit.
Yeah. Mocking him makes you guys look foolish, not gonna lie.
Don't care.
Go ahead.
CT, one more thing, and then I'll get out of here so you guys can get back to the clown show. Do you mind sharing the screen one more time? Because I just want to go over this with things they did during the March Madness tournament.
Before I share the screen, Zach. I'm not trolling. I wasn't even supposed to even have you on today. But I'm in a good mood. We've had a good show today. Zach, why don't you ever line up events with like cricket or handball or swimming or other sports around the world? They have like a lot of other weird sports around the world. Why don't like rugby?
Here, let
Why don't you
me
ever
just ask it back to you. Why do you think? Where does that compare with, say, the March Madness tournament or the Super Bowl or the World Series or the NBA Finals? How do these things compare here in the United States?
Wait, I got an idea. Tell me if this isn't a good idea, CT, since he knows all about numbers. Grace has to do a gambling stream today for an hour, and she gets to gamble money.
Oh,
now if Zach co-hosts with her, right, he can get all the profits.
That's
Let's
not a bad idea.
Work. Let's see
That's
it work.
not a bad idea.
Thank you so much.
I absolutely
Zach, you are a
invite
liar.
Zach.
You are.
Oh yeah, bring your book.
I don't
too
think
that
you'll
you
do
wrote 10
any
years
better
ago.
with all your
I can
numbers.
bet on
than if
sports.
you just
I
roll
can
the
bet on
dice.
roulette. Anything you could think of.
Promote that
prove
book
it.
too.
Prove it works.
That one that you got.
Well,
you saved
I've proven it work in spades. I mean, everyone who was here when Justin Fairfax
one
was
knows
accused
what
of
the fuck you're
RAPE,
talking
we
about.
gave it out back then that Virginia
Well, let's
was
see
going to
it
take
in terms of a balance going up. Isn't that fair?
Give me a half hour of your time. I got to do an hour.
Can you do a half hour, Zach?
When
Half
is this?
hour. You can do it on StreamYard.
When is this?
It's gambling.
She does it on kick.com.
BetUS.com.
And, she gets paid to promote it, but like you can tell her what numbers to play. And if it works, then like, all right, you'll get people who follow you.
Be good promo.
I have plenty of people that follow me, Ben. I do very well.
It might be all in his book.
Well,
Remember,
you'll
he
get
wrote that 10
more.
years
I
ago.
mean, I'm sure you don't have the whole world on board yet.
CT, can we do another screen share just to talk about how ritualistic the deaths are with these
Wait,
major
Zach,
sports
you're
events?
not responding. You're not going to take me up on the offer?
I asked
mean it
you, when is
sincerely.
this? And I didn't get a response.
10 minutes. She'll do it right now.
I could do it right now. I'm going to do it sometime today. When are you free? I could start it up right now. Send you the StreamYard link.
So we're going on another platform to talk about the rigging of the games?
No, for you to help
No.
her to know
I
which
stream to
numbers
Kick.
to play.
I play on BetUS.com on Kick. I will share my screen and you will tell me what to gamble on and using your numbers.
We can do this in the near future. It's not going to work today because I got 30 more minutes until I got to be somewhere. CT.
We'll do
Wait,
it 30
that
minutes
31
right now.
minutes. Did you predict that in your numerology 10 years ago?
Huh?
That this moment would happen?
He's never going to do it because he never wants to see if it actually
Zach, you got
works.
20
Very
minutes.
curious.
You got 20 minutes right now. I'll start it up, fire it up. I'll send you the StreamYard link right here. You won't have to move a
31.
finger.
That reminds
You could already
31
started it.
minutes is that time in 1931 when they were, right? That's where you-
CT, enough with the idiot show. Can we do a quick screen share? Because I just want to remind people about how ritualistic and ice cold this stuff is.
Wait, can I just ask you a question since you said no? Could you, if you were asked, help someone predict gambling, or is that not in your
That's
wheelhouse?
what I do, Ben. God, you're a moron. We've already talked
Okay,
about
so
this
you
50
could
times.
do it.
It's what I do every
could
day.
do
You idiot.
it.
Hey, dumbass. It's what I do
But you're
every
not
day.
going to do it.
Right,
I'm
because you have
saying
to
it'd be
pay
better
for
for
my
you to say,
services,
actually,
Ben.
I don't do
Ben,
that.
because you have to pay for my services.
But if you could do it,
Not if
why
I
wouldn't
could,
you do
Ben.
it?
We do it every day.
All right, well, how much would it cost for 20 minutes? Just curious.
Just sign up for the Patreon. You can come on in the morning, get the intel, and then go do your show. CT, can we?
No, I want a one-on-one session for 20 minutes. How much does it cost?
Zach, give me a second real quick. I'm doing something in the back. I'll bring it up in a minute. Hang tight.
I have people
Grace,
who will cash
Monday
at
through
me
Friday.
You could
to
prove
have
it
you help
live.
me for
You'd
20,
get a ton of
20
people.
minutes. I will have someone cash at me the amount. I'll send it to you.
Grace,
for
I don't
20-minute
charge a
one-on-one
lot.
session while I gamble.
$11 a month gets you the Monday through Friday live stream. So you want to sign
All
up
right,
for
so
the
I'll send you
Patreon?
15. I'll
Wait.
send you 15. That should give
He's
me a
not going to
20-minute
do it, Grace.
one-on-one.
He'll never
Is there a
do
reason
it. He'll never
why
do
it's
it.
11? Is it because 9/11? Is that why you chose 11?
It sounds like they're trying to
He'll
give you a
never do
bigger
it 'cause he never
platform
wants
do
to
what
see if
you're
it
already
works.
doing. It
It's
sounds
all
like they
fake.
want to give you a bigger
I
platform.
got
to do
the
what you're already
sports book
doing.
right here. I got the Hey, I might even be able to get you a BetUS deal. They're looking for other streamers.
A bigger platform for you to do what you're already doing.
I
Why
got
would you say
football,
no?
basketball, ice hockey, baseball, esports, soccer, tennis, golf. I mean, I can bet on any of these.
Why would you say no to that?
Because again, it's I don't know exactly what she's talking about. I'd be willing to look
Betting
into
on
it later.
sports. It's not
I'm
that
talking
hard.
about betting on
Stuttering is
sports.
a telltale sign of cap, son.
So what she's saying is for you to do the same thing you already do on a bigger platform.
Hold on. Let me intercede here. Zach, you never answered my question.
What's that?
Why don't you ever line these events up with cricket?
And I did answer your question. You don't listen. You must be the worst listener on earth, CT. I just said,
Zach, you're talking about you're talking about Dungeons and Dragons, bro. I lose attention, bro. I'm not gonna be loud at you, bro. You're talking about
CT. I said back to you. Where do those things line up with March Madness, the Super Bowl, the World Series, the NBA Finals in American culture? They don't line up. You're asking why we're not doing these irrelevant things to the average American. I'm talking about the biggest sports events annually. Can we share the screen real quick? Give you this piece of information.
He's talking about applying this to the major sports in America, not the minor ones.
CT, just these death rituals that go with the sports leagues.
I can even bet on politics. Doesn't he do politics too? I can bet on USA politics.
You would have done great. You would have had Trump at 50-1 back in 2015.
Election right now. There's election right now happening today.
Where?
CT, can you just do a screen share so we can wrap this up? Because I do got to get moving. I got a place to be.
Today, a special election.
Hold on for a second, Zach. All right, there you go. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay. Wait, how about this? This is an example of something. Will Donald Trump Sr. meet with Pope Leo the 14th in 2026? I can bet on that. Yes or no? What do you say?
I'll look into that. Remember, Trump got 312 electoral college votes. Pope Francis died on the 312th day of his age. And then we got Pope Leo from Chicago, the 312 area code. Not to mention Jorge Mario Bergoglio, Pope Francis' name equals 312.
So is that a yes or a no?
Well, I'd look and see if it made sense in 2026. Papacy does equal 26. I'd have to look at it. Again, I don't just pull things out of a hat. I do research. CT, do you mind sharing the screen?
Actually, I do, but there you go.
Again, just a reminder of how this stuff works. The man who hit the game winner from nearly half court after shooting nothing but bricks all game is Indiana's Mr. Basketball, Braylon Mullins, who sent UConn to Indiana for the Final Four. And you can see that the title Indiana's Mr. Basketball, which is what they call him, equals 187 like his name. Now here's where it gets more interesting. As he hit the game winner, they announced the death of the Blue Bloods actor. For people who don't follow college basketball, the top teams in college basketball are called Blue Bloods, which includes Duke and UConn, who were playing in this game. But they announced his death at the same time the game winner was hit, and it was 187 days from the anniversary of the show Blue Bloods releasing, which he was in. Now, not only that, the actor who died was an Asian guy. And Braylon Mullins has this Invesco ad with an Asian guy who can't shoot to save his life. This Asian's just shooting all these bricks. It's like a comedy, just like the Blue Blood show. But they were showing this ad, Invesco QQQ, through the whole tournament. You can see that Invesco equates to 87, like it was the 87th March Madness. Connecticut ended up in the championship 87 days after the state's birthday. With numerology, Invesco's 33. The day of that ritual, UConn picked up their 33rd win of the season and stayed on 33 losses in the tournament, eventually picking up their 34th loss in the tournament in the championship. For the record, Indiana equals 34. But yeah, the ad was for QQQ, the ETF that Invesco sells, the tech ETF. But no, it's just 24, like he wears the number 24. And yeah, there's some other information here, but they did these things at the exact same time. CNN referred to it as a Hail Mary. We got a 42-year-old actor dead as he hits the Hail Mary. Really? You really think this is just all some big coincidence, CT? You want to tell me why you think 187, the homicide code, and how all this lines up and the timing of it is just some coincidence? And I'm sure you know that Blue Bloods are the top teams in college basketball.
Zach, let me be absolutely frank with you.
Hold on. Somebody in the chat said Indiana.
You asked me a question and then you don't want me to answer you.
Let me respond.
You asked me a question and you don't want me to answer you.
For one, Indiana is considered a blue blood, and the joke there is our blood runs blue in our body, but when it's cut, it's red. And I'm not saying he played for Indiana. You guys listen like shit. He plays for UConn. The Final Four was in Indiana. Your chat is dumb as hell, CT. Anyway,
I'm not gonna let you come up here and disrespect. The only people who call my chat dumb is me. I'm not gonna let you, who are you're selling snake oil, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let you.
You literally have the snake oil man's hat in your background, who just sacrificed somebody who looks like you and would do the exact same thing to you in 5 seconds.
And he'd do it to you in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't doubt that either.
Yeah,
but especially you. If he had to look at the two of us, it'd be you first
You're
all day.
So racist. God, listen to how racist you sound.
No, that's Trump. I'm talking about facts. You're talking about nothing.
Zach, you are so racist. Listen, I should play it back to what you just said. You said, especially you.
I didn't say
so
especially
racist.
you. I said he'd
You
throw
did
you
say-
first.
Why would he throw me first? Why?
Because of the
Why?
way you look. Because that's how this
Why?
ball rolls.
Why? What do you mean the way I
Same
look?
reason you read about dead black celebrities
What
by
do
the
you mean
numbers
the
all
way I
day,
look?
every day.
What is that supposed to mean?
The cabal is racist as hell. They kill people that look like you a lot more
Why?
than they kill people who look like me.
That's a projection.
Maybe that guy that you're jealous
that's
of that
a
always talks about the
projection.
Majara spirit.
that's
Maybe
a
the
projection.
Majara spirit's real.
I think. Okay, Zach, you're insane. But let me answer your question, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this is a coincidence or set up by the government, yada, 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 the Jesuits. People die. People have domestic problems, even a former lieutenant governor. I think, Zach, what you have is you have main character syndrome. And you want to believe in it so much that other people have to believe in it. Because if you truly believed in it, Zach, you would be so confident that you wouldn't have to continue to ask me if I believe in it.
Oh, I'm just trying to see if there's anything we can do about the lemmings of our society, which you
I'm gonna
represent.
say it again.
Hey, hold on. He's doing an ad with an Asian guy. An ad with an Asian guy.
I think that you don't believe it, Zach.
Let's take away the numbers. He's doing an ad with an Asian guy. And as he hits the game winner, they announce the death of an Asian actor from Blue Bloods, which is college basketball terminology.
Zach, could it also be, Zach, that 2 and 4... Zach, could it also be that 1 in 2 human beings is Asian? Did you know that 1 in 2 human beings is Asian any goddamn way? Zach, do you realize that most of the planet are Asian
How
people?
many Asian Hollywood... Start naming Asian Hollywood actors.
Okay, it happened to be an
Start
Asian person.
naming Asian Hollywood actors.
50% of humanity is Asian.
Give me 5 Asian Hollywood actors. 5. Should be easy.
I can't.
But you just tried to make the point that there's so many Asian people. Jackie Chan.
He's
Okay.
He's not Hollywood. But he's technically not Hollywood, I guess, right?
No, I'd say he's Hollywood. That counts.
Okay.
Rush Hour in Hollywood?
What about Jet Li? Is he Hollywood?
Jet Li. There we go. We got 2.
Lucy Liu.
3.
What about Asa Akira?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I was trying to test you.
The guy from Arrested Development, the Indian.
I don't know. Who is that?
He's a corn star. I was trying to test you to see if you knew.
Aquafina. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Aquafina.
Yeah.
So we got 3. So the point is there's not a whole lot of Asians in Hollywood. And I mean, there are 5 out there, but we don't know most of their names because they're pretty few and far between. So come on, CT. That's pretty rare for an Asian. Come on, man. You really just, I don't know who you work for, but for all of you guys on here, I don't know if you all work for somebody, but to act like this all is just some coincidence, you guys are part of this sick, disgusting thing that's going on in the world that viciously needs to be exposed. Anyway,
I think you're doing a great job at exposing it, Zach.
Well, the problem is the average American's got room temperature IQ, so it's hard for them to grasp, even though it's pretty elementary. That used to be the hit show, right? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? And we all knew the answer. The 5th graders smoke the audience every night. So, I mean, listen to Ben. Ben, oh my God, I want to get started,
Why are you talking about Ben? He didn't say anything about you today. Why are you talking about Ben?
Well, just, he just doesn't know basic things. I mean, you bring up Jamie Dimon and he goes, who's Jamie Dimon? It's like, only the guy that's in the news every night.
Oh, you got to go to Harvard to learn who Jamie Dimon is. That's what education is.
The average American adult knows who he is.
Are you talking about?
Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys can enjoy the rest of the clown show.
Take it easy. Find some medicine.
All right, go ahead.